Hi, I'm Tim Ard, and welcome to this edition of Along the Forest Apps Road. We have a special one for you today. We're going to be chatting with David Breeden. David is the North Georgia representative for Husqvarna Power Products, and he's going to be talking to us about some things that are out there that Husqvarna has that people haven't all seen. And the other is talking about some new things coming out in 2022 that a lot of people are going to be looking for and asking about. And so David's going to be going over that with us. And please don't forget to subscribe and press that like button. Along the Forest Apps Road is available on podcast as well as here on YouTube. So please check into that, tell your friends and neighbors. And I hope you enjoy this episode, and I'll check back with you after our interview with David Breeden of Husqvarna.
It's that belief that I know this is great because I use it, not because somebody told me that.
Well, today we have a special guest, and a little bit from the past. I had to pull out my old shirt, and it's kind of wrinkled up a little bit, but very privileged to be here with an amazing guy, David Breeden with Husqvarna. He's the North Georgia representative.
So my focus is developing our independent dealer base, mainly in the metro areas, but also have a responsibility to meet and educate and create relationships with professional tree care and professional landscape maintenance contractors. All of the people in my role are focused on creating relationships, educating, training those people on our products.
Very good. And I know, when I was with Husqvarna, we had a team of trainers, and David was one of the top keys. He was one you could send anywhere. He knows all the product and be able to talk about it. So he's quite an asset. And I wanted him to come by and kind of talk about some things that's new.
So we've got a weight reduction in this bar, and we've done about all that we can do to take weight out of the power head. But you don't use a chainsaw without a bar and chain. So it's equally important to create lightweight bars, but not anything that's new to the industry. Lightweight bars have been around, but you need one that has the durability that somebody expects from buying a very nice or a premium bar, so to speak. Mm-hmm. So what I like about these is obviously the lightweight and the balance, but the look. One of the things that chainsaw manufacturers are thinking about today is what their product looks like. I think Husqvarna's done a great job with the new 500 series saws, and when you match them up with this bar, it completes the look. It's like a Corvette. You walk into a Chevrolet dealership and you got a Corvette sitting in the showroom. It looks like it's going 100 miles an hour, and it's not even running. So that's the way a Husqvarna chainsaw looks today.
Well, if I attach that to a new 592, would that work?
Yeah, new 592, that would work.
But it fits any of the pro models. The number one injury out there when it comes to logging, tree care, firewood, hunting is struck bys.
Yes.
And, protecting your head is something that's so important. And Husqvarna's got 2 or 3 different units here. And I guess
this is a Cask Helmet. Cask is a recognizable brand in arboriculture. One of the things that we've been doing is, it takes a lot of money and time to go out and develop your own products. And we're not in the helmet business. We sell helmets, but we don't manufacture them. So you go out and you partner up with someone like Cask, who has a good understanding of what the end user wants. Mm-hmm. And we have our branding on it. Once again, it looks really nice. We offer it with 3 different eye shields.
So you got different tints. All the shields are the same length.
They're all the same size. There's a clear, there's an amber, and then there's a smoke color or mirrored, as we call it. Mm-hmm. You can get full face shields for Cask helmets because the interesting thing, the reason that I use this specifically for climbing and I keep it in my climbing bag is because when I go on a tree job and I'm pulling brush to the chipper, you're not going to see me at a chipper wearing this helmet.
Right.
I want my face covered because it's a good way to,
keep limbs and chips from flying.
Correct. So, anybody who operates a chipper knows that that's there's a lot going on there. You can easily get slapped in the face, but so yeah, the GoPro attachment is obviously not standard, but there's muff style hearing protection that would slide in here that I keep in the bag. So if I am running a gas powered saw in a tree, I can have the appropriate hearing protection. When I'm using battery, not as big of a deal. This is the vented version of this helmet. We also offer it in a non-vented version for if you're working around electrical power lines and things like that, which is the standard. But, you mentioned struck bys. I've had 2 situations on tree jobs just this year where if I did not have my head protection on, I'm not sure what the outcome would have been. And it was, it just happens. Trees go down and you have dead hangers or dead limbs in other trees that they pass. And when they pass those things can come down. And, it's one of the, you got a lot of things going on, but you certainly have to pay attention to what's happening overhead when the tree comes down. And so, head protection is so important. It may not be the most frequent of injuries, but they certainly do the most damage and they cost the most money.
Right.
These are the technical arbor. We have, various cutting pants, different styles, but these are the latest. Very comfortable, stylish. We're moving everything is technical, from our pants to our chaps to our shirts to our jackets. You can, wear suspenders or without. They've got suspender loops, which makes it really easy to put them on and take them off. Very nice. More of a winter type pant though. I mean, in the summertime in these hot climates like Georgia, they're pretty uncomfortable, but otherwise very nice. I'll transition to these as it gets cooler. And then staying in line with the technical series, these are the technical wrap chaps. So once again, full wrap around the calf, tool pocket here, well thought out with when you unbutton all of the sawdust that usually collects in your little tool pouch. It's very hard to get out. That's easy to clean out. So more wear these in the summertime due to the heat, but reflective material at the bottom, obviously high vis orange. We've designed a full line of arborist supplies and accessories. A couple that I have here. Nice rope bag. Can easily put 200 foot of rope in here, climbing line, rigging line, whatever you want. What I like about the bag is that the bag stands up. So when you're taking rope out and you're feeding rope back into the bag doesn't collapse. So very nice. People are really enjoying this. And then the throw cube. Very nice. Little throw cube here. Put your throw lines in. We also have multiple sizes of the throw balls. So these are are very well. We've got a full line of carabiners also in different shapes. So full line of arborist gear. We have climbing lines and things like that. But these are some of the items that are doing extremely well for us right now. So, and look for us to expand on these. This is something that we've had for a couple of years. This is known as the Flexi tool belt. We've had a tool belt for some time, but it is it aged out. I was seeing pictures of cutters in Europe wearing this, and I actually traded out something that I had for Olivia Egan, actually, and so she gave me this. I don't know her personally, but one of the H team members in North America does. So he brought this back when he went on a trip to Europe. This is one of our carabiners that I just talked about. But I wear this a lot if I'm out, felling trees. It's got places for all of my wedges, 3 wedges on this side. I've got a place for files, and I've got a place for my scrunch, my tape here. I've got a pouch for a water bottle if I want to put that in there, or a paint can for marking trees. What's very nice about this is that it's modular. So if I want to, I've got an area on here where I can keep my axe or my hammer for driving wedges. But if I want to take this off and put some other type of accessory on there, I can do that. I've got my first aid kit here. So I've pretty much got anything that I need if I want to go and fell trees, or if I want to limb and buck. I've got wedges for that. And it's a lot more comfortable, kind of designed as like a backpack harness. So the weight goes on my shoulders, but also I have a hip belt that I can tighten up and cinch up, which distributes that weight evenly around my hips. So, depending on how much gear you have, it can be heavy, but it's a lot more comfortable than what we've seen in the past. So, very handy. I really like this and enjoy it. The goal here is to reduce the weight. Spend a lot of time trying to reduce weight in power heads, and most of the weights listed by the manufacturers are just power head only, but this bar is almost 20% lighter than a standard. It has nice balance to it, and this is a 24-inch, so it turns out to be lighter. The package is lighter than if we have a standard 20-inch bar. And I think they look really nice. I mean, if you've got a great saw, you need to have that look. So this bar offers all of that. It's got our Husqvarna X-Cut chain on it here, but it only comes in 24, 28, 32, and 36 currently. We do not make this in a 20-inch. But like I say, you can run a 24 and still be lighter than a 20. So very excited about these. Than somebody that can tell me, how many horsepower it has and little bells and whistles. So they do go hand in hand. And when you see somebody who believes in it, it's that belief that I know this is great because I use it, not because somebody told me that it was great.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, folks, we appreciate you dropping by. I hope you've enjoyed this session. Look at it at your favorite podcast outlet or YouTube. We'll be talking to you later.